Hello children, how are you? I hope you're taking care of yourself in the present pandemic time. So my suggestion to you is to eat healthy, live healthy and stay healthy. Welcome to the world of homeschool, a school away from school, a learning class where you have learning and fun go hand in hand.
Students, you have already learned what plants are and the different parts of a plant.
The reason why plants have different parts is they help plants to grow, to get water and make food. The other reason is they help plants to grow new plants. So let us dive into the topic and see the part of a plant which helps in growing new plants.
The part that helps a plant to grow new plants is a seed. So, today's topic is about seeds. In this topic, we are going to learn about what seeds are, where the seeds have come from, how they are made, different types, how plants grow from seeds, germination of seeds, and conditions required for germination.
Now what is a seed? If you have ever eaten an apple or a watermelon, you're familiar with seeds, the smaller parts produced by plants from which new plants grow. When those seeds are sown and given the right conditions, they turn into plants like an apple tree or a watermelon creeper.
Seeds are in most plants.
They are the hard structures present in a fruit. A seed contains a tiny baby plant.
This baby plant in the seed is protected by a seed coat.
Next, coming to the types of seeds, there are two types of seeds, edible and non-edible seeds. Edible seeds. Seeds of some plants can be eaten. Such seeds are called edible seeds. Examples, wheat and gram. Non-edible seeds. Seeds of some plants cannot be eaten. Such seeds are called non-edible seeds. Examples, orange and apple seeds. Seed is protected by a hard layer known as seed coat.
When it is sown, the seed coat bursts open and a baby plant emerges out.
This baby plant grows into a healthy plant on receiving proper amount of sunlight, air, water and minerals from the soil. Growing plants from seeds. When you eat an apple or a watermelon, you will find seeds inside. New plants can be grown from these seeds as these seeds contain a growing embryo. Now, let us see the parts of a seed. Have you ever heard or seen a seed coat? Maybe the last time you opened a bag of beans, the dark paper coating on the seed fell off. This papery skin is called the seed coat. When you look at a hard seed such as bean or a corn, not seeing the actual seed but seed coat. So the first part of the seed is seed coat. It is the outer hard covering which can be removed. The purpose of the seed coat is to protect the baby plant. Seed coat has tiny hole through which it gets water.
The seed coat consists of one or more protective layers that encase the seed.
The second part is cotyledons. These are the seed leaves you will see on removing the seed coat. Cotyledons are the first leaves produced by plants. They are not considered as true leaves and are sometimes referred to as seed leaves because they are actually part of the seed or embryo of the plant. Seed leaves store food for the baby plant. The seed leaves serve to access the stored nutrients in the seed, feeding it until the true leaves develop and begin photosynthesizing. Now the third part is embryo. The baby plant which we see on separating the two seed leaves is the embryo.
The main function of an embryo is
It contains everything necessary for the growth and development of a new plant. The seed protects and nourishes the embryo or the young plant. The plant embryo, sometimes called the seed embryo. It contains the earliest forms of the plant's root, stem, and leaves. When the conditions are right for the seed to grow, the embryo activates and begins germination, becoming a seedling when it grows out of its container. Thus, it acts as a starter kit for the new plant life. Based on the cotyledons, seeds are of two types. One, monocot seed, the second one, dicot seed. Monocot seed. Seeds which contain only one cotyledon are known as monocot seeds. Example, maize, rice, wheat, etc. Dicot seed.
Seeds which contain two cotyledons are known as dicot seeds.
Examples, bean, gram, pea. This is how the structure of a seed is. Now moving on to the next important topic, germination of seeds. The process by which seed changes into a baby plant or a seedling is called germination. The journey of a seed to a seedling passes through many stages of growth. Let us see in detail. The life of a plant begins from a tiny seed. The seed is protected by an outer covering called a seed coat. The seed contains a small baby plant called an embryo. Conditions required for the growth of a seed are moisture, warmth, nutrients-rich soil, sunlight, good quality seed. Once these conditions are satisfied, the seed begins to grow. First, the seed absorbs water from the soil and provides moisture to the embryo. The plant's cells inside the seed starts duplicating. Enzymes get activated. Embryo starts getting nourishment. The first sign of growth is a tiny root which comes out of the seed, which is the root or radicle. With more and more nourishment, the embryo starts growing. Eventually, the growing plant bursts open through the seed coat in search of sunlight to start its own process of photosynthesis. Once the seed coat falls off, the root starts growing downwards to anchor the seed and to search for more food and nutrients from the soil. Meanwhile, the shoot also starts growing upwards towards the light. Soon, we see a baby plant with tiny leaves. This process of the growth of a seed into a plant is called germination. All seeds need water, oxygen, and proper temperature in order to germinate. When seed is exposed to the proper conditions, water and oxygen are taken in through the seed coat. The embryo cells start to enlarge. Then the seed coat breaks open and a root or radicle emerges first, followed by the shoot or plumule that contains the leaves and stem. Thus, the germination stage ends when a shoot emerges from the soil. But the plant is not done growing. It's just started. Plants need water, warmth, nutrients from the soil and light to continue to grow. For a seed to germinate, the seed requires certain conditions. The seed needs water, oxygen, and temperature in order to germinate. The seed also draws nutrients or minerals from the soil. Thus, the conditions for germination include air, water, and warmth. Thus, we can conclude that a seed requires air, water, and warmth for germination. Let us recap the topic again. Seeds. Seeds are the hard structures present in a fruit. They contain a tiny baby plant and it is protected by a seed coat. Next, coming to the types of seeds, edible and non-edible seeds. Edible seeds, seeds that can be eaten, Non-edible seeds, seeds that cannot be eaten. Moving on to the parts of a seed has seed coat, cotyledons, and an embryo.
Seed coat is the outer hard covering.
Cotyledons are the seed leaves, and an embryo is the baby plant which we see on separating the two seed leaves. Based on the cotyledons, seeds are of two types: monocot seed, dicot seed. Monocot seed, one cotyledon is present. Dicot seed, two cotyledons are present.
Moving on to the germination of seeds, the process by which seed changes into a baby plant or a seedling is called germination. During the early stages of germination, the seedling gets food for its growth from the seed leaves.
After the seed leaves are used up, the baby plant obtains its nourishment from the nutrients present in the soil. The entire span from the seed to a plant is referred as stages of germination. That means seeds absorb water from the soil, seed gets air and light, seed coat breaks, and the seedling comes out.
The seedling develops root or radicle which grows downwards and shoot or plumule which grows upwards.
Cotyledons shrink and disappear. The seedling develops into an young plant.
Young plant take time and grows to maximum. Finally, conditions required for germination. Conditions for germination include air, water, and warmth. I read you loud and clear that you understood the concept and ready for the assignment. The assignment is carefully observe these seeds in your house and differentiate which seeds come under monocot and which seeds come under dicot. Here are the seeds that you need to observe: bajra, barley, wheat, maize, ragi, rice, corn, tamarind seed, bean, gram, pea, rajma, and groundnut.